Nancy got Richard out here paying for funerals, smoking weed, and being a straight simp. No, Richard's not a simp, but by no means. Forgiving, maybe, yeah, but never a simp. Richard is just the kind of man who takes care of his bills, he sends money home while he's fighting wars, and he takes care of his woman, for sure. Richard has been holding a grudge for quite a while, but he let his guard down, pulled on the blunt, and fell into some loving with Nancy. And Nancy knew what she was doing, too. Nancy tried everything to get Richard to reconsider. She apologized, she cried, and she pretty much embarrassed herself when she was trying to fight off other women. Nancy been ironing uniforms, cooking dinners, preparing lunch. Richard didn't budge, but Richard gave in, and only gave in when Nancy put on that black teddy and got naked. Listen, Nancy put it on him so good. He got up the next morning and wrote a fat check. He wrote a check and he paid for Picky's funeral. And he said that, he couldn't really, do the kid like that. So he gave Nancy the check. And Nancy said that she was just going to give the check back to Priscilla because that's where she got the money from. But I think Priscilla, you know what? A matter of fact, I know that Priscilla actually gave her more than the funeral cost because she was trying to get back at Sam for sleeping with the first lady. So I think it was in excess of like over $25,000. And the funeral was like less than $10,000. So I don't know. She's still going to be in debt to Priscilla somehow. So yeah, that's all it took, and now Richard is relaxed, he's more forgiving, and he's writing checks. Oh, Nancy knew what she was doing. She knew that she tried everything except that. But it's really good to see that Richard is actually working on forgiving Nancy, right? I mean, we need at least one couple on the show who's not at each other's throats in every episode, every scene, right? Unlike Victoria and Hunter. Well, you know what? That's a whole other video. So yeah, the power of the P wins yet again. Initially, I thought that I wanted to see a scene with Richard and his dad, just kind of going back and forth so that he can figure out why his father would do such a thing, with his wife. I was really interested in knowing what he would say. But seeing how this storyline is progressing with he and Nancy, I don't know if the conversation with the dad would even contribute anything, right? It'll only cause more trouble, opening old wounds and just really bringing bad energy to a situation that's in the healing process. Would you guys be as forgiving as Richard is? Like, would you be able to forgive your spouse for something like this? And see, it's not just only that, not just the act of, laying down with his father, but she also kept the secret that Picky was her son, for 25 years. Like, that's an ongoing deceit, right? And the only reason that they found out what was going on is because Picky had to die first. But nonetheless, I'm just glad that they're moving on. So Nancy can quit running behind him with plates and neck bones and peas. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. If you're an Oval fan, sub to the channel if you haven't already done so, because I do videos like this all the time and you don't want to miss out. I do appreciate you joining me on this episode of Ruthless TV, and I'll see you on the next one. Listen, Nancy put it on him so good.